JACKAL PDW is one of the most well-rounded weapons in the SMG sandbox in Black Ops 6. It is a jack-of-all-trades weapon that'll be consistent with its up-close gunfights and its mid-range gunfights as well. Probably gonna be a common theme, you have to run the Gunfighter perk to get more than 5 attachments, especially on SMGs to make them as viable as possible. And then with that said, I did try out a few different builds of the JACKAL, but this is the one I ultimately decided on for 6v6. You have the overpressured rounds fire mods, you have the balanced stock, the ergonomic grip, extended mag 1, Ranger 4 grip, the long barrel, and the compensator. You do get an extra attachment if you'd like to use it. You can run a laser if you want, or a red dot if you want. And for those of you that only play face-off, take off the overpressured rounds and throw on rapid fire. That'll make those way better for those maps, but in 6v6 it just didn't really work that well. Another thing you could probably get away with is running the reinforced barrel as opposed to the long barrel, but personally for me on the 6v6 maps, just having the extra damage range felt really nice and almost kind of necessary in some situations. Skyline. This may be my first time playing Skyline in the full release. I have just not gotten this map that much. Most of the maps I play in 6v6 are payback. But yeah, now we're on to the JACKAL, which... the JACKAL unapologetically ran the beta. The JACKAL pretty well ran like the beta. There wasn't a lot that can compete with the JACKAL in the beta, but since then they've nerfed it pretty well, or at least adjusted SMGs in general. The ARs are above and beyond just unmatched right now. Even with the nerf the game they got today, it wasn't enough. Hey, that guy's alive for sure. It just wasn't enough. The subs are still underpowered for most of the 6v6 maps. Like, if you want to run this weapon in face-off maps, you'll probably piss on everybody, because the only thing that can really stop you in face-off maps are the, well, I spawned behind these guys. He's not dead? Did I imagine hitting him? But yeah, the SMGs work really well on the face-off maps. That's where I was testing rapid fire for this gun. And rapid fire on the face-off maps worked really well. On 6v6 maps, though, just... you can't get away with not having the extra damage range. With how heavily dominant this game is with the ARs right now, you have to have as much damage range as you can fit into a weapon. If it's a sub at least, so... as much as it was fun pissing on people with the rapid fire mod, just... you can't get away with it in 6v6 as much as you could on face-off. Another problem I'm running into with the JACKAL is the damage ranges don't feel consistent, like, at all. Like, I have, as far as the weapon attachments are concerned, the best build for damage range, and I just can't seem to get it to where the bullets in the gunfights seem consistent. Just the amount of gunfights I have where I shoot somebody like 5 times and they just walk it off and then laugh at me is a little alarming. There might be a me problem. Okay, I lagged and picked up a gun that wasn't the JACKAL. Hello? If you guys have made it this far into the video, do me a favor and like and comment down below and drop a sub if you're new, because we are on the road to 10,000. Enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you. Like, I'm gonna damage that dude then dip. Honestly, for me, my biggest hope is I just hope they change the maps or the way the weapons work in general. We need an overhaul for the weapon system. Like, the weapons are balanced to an extent. They really are. But, like, whenever you play on 6v6 normal-sized maps, the SMGs get exposed, and that's just not super fun to deal with. And again, that might be me complaining, that might be me coping. Like, it's just... whenever everybody in the lobby is running an M4 and getting away with it, at some point that does get a little annoying.
the hard point. Subjects out. Hard point locked down.
UAV MTL 50%. Check. Jackal, we're flying on you. UAV are sending the tank.
The other weird thing about how the weapon sandbox works in its current state is that since the ARs are just that good, you kind of have to build every SMG the same way. You have to have it maxed out for damage range, because if not, you're just not going to win a gunfight.
Hard point identified. They're gearing up for a fight.
Okay, I don't know what just happened, but
Hard point active.
in my humble opinion of someone who likes to think they're good at the game on occasion,
Secure.
it's just annoying trying to outgun guns you literally can't outgun. Like, most of my gunfights where I beat somebody at a mid-range distance with an AR, I feel like I honestly got lucky and they missed.
Sniper's toast. Let's move. Hard point locked down. Hard point located. Sighted on target. Hard point attack. Subjects out. Hard point secure. Hostiles have the hard point.
I actually killed both of those guys, all flashed. For sure. I'm sick with it, I guess.
Bye-bye. Hard point locked down.
And then just that gunfight I'm never gonna get, even with all the bullets in the world. That's just the gunfight I'm gonna have to accept I'm never winning. Like, these gunfights are crazy. With a sub in this game. Unless it's the Tonto. The Tonto doesn't really have a lot of recoil, but I already made a video on the Tonto.
Hostile longer neutralized. All mission objectives met. Way to make me proud.
Yeah, like, the Jackal is a jack-of-all-trades weapon. It's a good gun, it's just... you really have to have a set playstyle, and you have to know exactly what you want to do every time, and just hope that no one's countering you. Just the way subs work in this game, it's just an oof sometimes.